Hello friends, welcome. My name is Dana. I really appreciate you being here with me today. We are in the middle of spooky season and I am so excited. To my dear subscribers and those who follow my channel, I do want to apologize that this video is not an update on my current island that I'm working on, which is half city core and half countryside. There is nothing spooky about that island, but I'm really itching to do some spooky builds, so I'm kind of taking a pause on that island. I'll be resuming more videos on that after Halloween is over, but in the meantime, I want to get into the spooky spirit. Today's video will be 10 ideas for spooky builds for your island, but in the next couple weeks I also want to do some HHP builds that are inspired by horror movies, so if you want to see any of those builds, please hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I really think they're going to be a lot of fun. Now I know I'm not currently working on a spooky island, but last year I created an island called Fog Hollow that was completely dedicated to horror movies and other spooky classic characters. There were over 25 references on that island, lots of familiar faces such as Pennywise, Ghostface, Beetlejuice, Sam and Dean from the TV show Supernatural are the island reps, so if you've not seen the tour of that island, please do go check it out. I will leave a link to the video in the description down below. It's really a fun island to visit at this time of year. Today's 10 ideas are actually builds from that island, and I really hope they'll bring you some inspiration. So without further ado, let's get into it! In my opinion, every spooky island needs to have a graveyard. Nintendo has already supplied us with so many great items in game to use as headstones, such as the Western style stone, Zen style stone, and stone tablet. Plus, all of these are customizable to give your grave sites a little bit of variety. Other items for a graveyard are the stone lion statue, forbidden altar, and golden casket. Then just place some skeletons into the ground or pop in some customizable codes that look like ghosts, and you've got yourself a great spooky cemetery. You can also put customized codes on the ground to look like an open grave, and then just put the shovel nearby. Or you can move your cemetery indoors with the graveyard wallpaper. Customized clothes can be hung on the interior walls to look like ghosts or bats, and if you have the Happy Home Paradise DLC, you can use the polishing feature to add some smoke or other effects to your items. You can really get super creative with your graveyard. Since you already have some ghosts about your cemetery, why not invite more to your island with a seance? For interior builds, you can pair the candles wall with the magic circle flooring and you get a really cool summoning effect. I really think the spirits are just listening and waiting for you. Plus, if you place the Leo sculpture on the wall and then push the elegant mirror against it, it almost looks like the creatures from the Great Beyond are ready to make their way over to the other side. You have summoned them, and they are coming. Again, if you have the DLC, use those polishing effects to really add to your build. And if interior decorating is not your thing, you can still create a seance circle via a rock garden outside on your island, or simply place down codes on the ground, or just put a Ouija board code on the ground with one of the creepy dolls, and that's scary enough. If there's any custom codes you see in these builds that you want to use for your own island, they can all be found in the video tour of Fog Hollow. Again, that link is in the description down below, so feel free to check it out if there are any codes you want to use. Alright, so now you have a lot of ghosts, but where are you going to put them all? Maybe build a haunted house or an abandoned church on your island. You can make exterior builds using the storefront items or castle walls, or create an interior church build using the decorative pillars and wedding benches. You can also use your rep house to make a creepy attic or scary basement. Plus, don't forget to use those spider webs. I know this item is often forgotten, but it can really help to make your interior builds look aged and dusty. Not only are haunted houses or abandoned churches a spooky option, but you can also create more recognizable faux buildings such as the Bates Motel using the storefront items and customized simple panels, or create an incredible perspective build of Draculas Castle in the woods, complete with flying bats. I am really super proud of this build, and it got so much hype of people asking how it was done, so if you want to create a castle like this, I did make a speed build video showing you step by step how I created it. The link is also in the description, so feel free to check it out, and if this build did inspire you to create something similar on your island, please, I would love to hear about it or see your creations. You can tag me on Instagram or YouTube at Dana's Crossing. It really warms my heart and means so much to me to see that my builds have inspired others, and I would really love to see what you've come up with. Okay, so now you have your castle in the woods, but let's make sure to spooktify that forest. You can line the pathway with lots of candles, or leave little scares around every corner with some of the bug models. There are some really creepy bug creations that you can obtain from Flick that are perfect for any spooky island. You can also make your forest look more massive by doing a perspective build using the cypress trees and dormant volcano items, or simply just have some watching eyes or creatures lurking between the tree trunks. Another way to make your forest more spooktacular is to add some witchy vibes. The glowing moss items are perfect for this. You can use the glowing moss boulders and nova lights to create a witchy walkway, or even use a customized dress of a witch behind a cauldron to really add to the vibe. Pop in some references to recognizable witch characters on your island, such as the Sanderson sister dresses from Hocus Pocus, or decorate your interiors with lots of potions and items for spooky spells. Another great build for any spooky island is a pumpkin patch. These can be large spaces, full-out farms, or even just little filler areas. The pumpkin crops come in several colors with orange, white, yellow, and green, and you can also use items such as the spooky lantern sets, spooky tower, and trick lamp turned backwards to have a variety of pumpkins in your patch. If you make a pumpkin patch, it only seems fitting to also add in a freaky farm. Set the wheat fields ablaze using the bonfire or campfire items, or scatter in some creepy creatures lurking in the tall grass, such as the dolls or even some of the creepy in-game masks. There are some really freaky ones in the game. And since farms are the best place for an alien encounter, consider adding in some crop circles, aliens, or even a spaceship into the mix. Just be careful so you don't get abducted. Speaking of outer space, what else can come from the skies? But killer clowns, right? Clowns have made a name for themselves as either being something that can make you laugh and smile, or something that can completely terrify you. There are a lot of great circus-type items in the game, as well as a clown villager with Pietro, so why not really build that up? Create a creepy circus tent and build up your festival around that. I truly love this custom code clown face. Whoever designed these codes did an incredible job. These are the face cutout standees with customized umbrellas behind them. It almost looks like the eyes are watching you as you walk by. It's really freaky but fun stuff. I highly recommend putting something like this on your island. And finally, if you're going to bring in the clowns, maybe bring in some other recognizable characters as well. There are so many great custom codes you can find on the portal, some really talented creators out there. So consider bringing in characters such as Pennywise, the Grim Reaper, or Samara into your island. It can be a lot of fun for visitors to try and find them all. So there you have it, 10 spooky ideas that you can incorporate into your island. Again, all these 10 ideas were builds from my horror movie themed island. Please go check it out and find all the characters that I have scattered around there. Obviously, there are other builds you can do on your island. These are just ones I'm presenting to you, but please let me know in the comments down below if you plan on using any of these ideas. I would also love to hear what island theme you are working on. Are you currently working on a spooky island? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button or let me know in the comments down below. It's a simple, free way to really help my channel grow. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. I would love to have you here. I'm wishing you all a wonderful spooky season, and I will see you in the next video for some more spooky builds. Have a good one. Bye.